I want to know about the Chispa app and what made you want to get involved with it.
Honestly, I have always said that I have been, gracias a Dios, I've been successful when it comes to my career. I've been successful when it comes to many, friendship, relationships, all those things. But for some reason, finding love has not been a forte for me. I thought that becoming an independent, strong woman and all these things would make it easier for me. And to be honest, that hasn't been the case either. Now moving forward, being a single mother, but I can obviously tell you that didn't work out either. So I continue to try to look for different ways to find my significant other, to find people, not to mention the fact that working as hard as I do, I don't really go out much. So being able to connect with people through an app like Chispa allows me to find people that are locally around me that I can have drinks with or get to know with or make. It's not even just about the love connection, just making new friends, socializing, being more out and open. I love that Chispa also allows you to be uncensored and just unfilteredly who you really are. Also appreciating the Latinidad in this app. As a Dominicana, Afro Latina, being able to be in a space where we have things in common, even though we may be from a different country. Overall, we have things in common. So I love that. And I also loved the fact that I had never seen an app that I can kind of, I guess you could say like that. I can go on a virtual date through Chispa. It gives me the opportunity of literally, it's like going on like a social media live, and you just go live with that person right there and then, and you just get to interact. It's like a mini date before the real date. So I thought that was really cool too, for safety reasons as well. So I loved it.
And what is bicultural identity? I know that's something that is big with Chispa and something you've talked about. And how would you explain that for viewers who maybe don't know what that is?
The bicultural identity.
Yeah.
Um, well, I mean, like I said before, the one thing that I love about cheese fries is that to me is like a melting pot of culture, of just, of ethnicity, of race, of everything. It's just us as humans, as Latinos coming together. And not even, you don't have to be Latino 100% either, because I know that there's a lot of Latinx community that are also part of, Chispa. So I feel like you identify as Latinos, or Latinx, because I always am very tastefully careful on how I answer these things, because everybody can take it, in their own perspective. But I personally identify as an Afro Latina. And in this, and in Chispa, I feel like you're pretty much free to identify as you please. So,
And you've been using Chispa. What's been your best experience on the app? And then do you have any dating horror stories you'd like to tell us, like your worst date?
okay, so I definitely do use Chispa, even though that a lot of people didn't believe me when they saw me on the app. They're like, "Oh, there's no way this is really you. Why would you be here?" And I'm like, "Why not? Who told you that I have it all together? I don't. I too am still trying to figure it out." And I love the fact that I've been able to swipe right, swipe left, find certain guys that I've found attractive. We, communicate, and we have an opportunity of talking to each other. And I've had that. I've gone on actual real live dates from that. We'll exchange numbers and take it from there. Um, and then horrible, horrible like that. I mean, I think it all depends on how you see it, because a lot of people might not find it to be horrible. Me, yes, I come from a more traditional mindset. I went on a date. At the end of the day, he wanted to split the check. And the splitting, that doesn't work for me. I'm like, I'm always very careful on how I talk about certain things, because some women will be like, "Oh, I don't have a problem paying for my own dinner or for my whatever." But I feel like if we're going on a date, I want to feel like I'm being, treated out for dinner. I want to feel like a lady, give me the whole experience. That's just me. I'm more traditional in that aspect. Some people feel that if it's the first date, we're still getting to know each other, we're still like on friend zone, and it's okay to split the bill. Now, so that was horrible for me. But that's something, even the smallest things like that, those are important things to talk about before you actually go out on a date. Where's your mindset? How do you visualize things? I don't know. Like the whole "what do you bring to the table" conversation. Maybe that's something that needs to be had before going out on a date.